Hey everybody, I am back and today I am going to be reviewing some lipsticks that I've had over a course of a little time. I love lipsticks, so I have lots of them. I was just going to swatch some, review some, especially some of the more, I guess, name brand popular ones that you see more often out there. I probably won't swatch any of the older ones that I have, but some of the newer ones that I do have I was going to swatch and just kind of show you and kind of talk about whether or not you have to apply them a lot, or if whether or not they last, whether or not they're worth it, and if I got them on sale or if I paid full price for them. Sorry, he is wide awake, so he's with us today, and yeah, here he is. I don't know if you can see him. He's in there. I'm just gonna keep moving, and he will be a happy camper, hopefully. So we're gonna head and we're gonna start off with, I have like all different kinds of brands too. I just keep to one brand. I always have all different kinds of brands. This is one that I got. This is called the Mega Last Liquid Lipstick. It's a matte lipstick. It's in the color Hex Scent. I don't know. See that? Ah. And it's really dark. Really dark. Like a I don't know, like a really deep purple. I really love the color, but the problem with this one is that when I put it on, it got all over my lips, which was supposed to, all over my teeth. It was everywhere. And then everything no matter what I did, it just kind of like, it got all over my face. If I ate, it got all over everything. It was all over the glasses. It came off so easy. It didn't really dry. It was really kind of just, the color was beautiful. The color is still beautiful, but I really don't know that I'm going to ever use that one again. I don't know. I can try to do something different, maybe do a lighter application or just blot it really well. But I mean, once you blotted it, a lot of the color came off. So you kind of wanted to just like leave it on. And it was so beautiful, such a beautiful color. I'll show you. I'll do like a little swatch. It's so like, just like dark, and it's really pretty. But like I said, it was really it says Mega Last too, which is funny because it did not Mega Last. It Mega came off. That's what it did. So I'm going to also kind of show you some of the lipsticks that I go to. I'm not wearing any makeup right now, but these are some of the lipsticks that I get on a daily, or that I use on a daily basis. I'm going to grab something really quick. So I put that Mega Last on my hand, and I'm going to show you if I blot it. You can see it got a lot lighter. It's almost like a pink now instead of that deep rich color that it was. And here's trying to like rub it off. It gets really messy. I didn't really care for that. If I'm gonna wear a lipstick, you know, I want it to stay on. But a lot of times what I do is, if I'm wearing any kind of lipstick, is I will bring that lipstick with me, whether it's in my purse or in my bag. That way if I have to reapply, I have it with me. Because a lot of times, unless you're spending good money on lipstick, you're going to have to reapply. That's just the way that it is. So this is probably one of my most favorite colors. I put it on all the time. It's called Velvet Lippy. I don't know if you've ever heard that. In the color Terracotta, which I love. It's a buttery matte lip cream. And it goes on so smooth. It's so soft on your lips. It feels so great. I'll probably never be able to find it again because I found it when I was in the States. And I'm not in the States anymore. But it's like a nude almost kind of color. But it's so nice because if you're doing like a really strong eye, and you don't want to go like a really strong lip with that too, you can go this, and it balances everything out really well. So I'll go ahead and show you what the swatch looks like. There's that. And it's this one. It's just so nice. It feels just like it says. It feels like velvet. It's really like so soft. I don't usually blot it, but if you were to blot it, it kind of lightens up a little. I usually just leave it as is. But that is probably my favorite color, my go-to color all the time. Another one of the go-to colors that I like too, this one is by LA Colors. It's matte. I prefer mattes to shimmery lip glosses. I do have some, or like shimmery lipsticks. I do have some lip glosses that sometimes I'll put over top of a matte if I want to dress it up a little bit, but usually I prefer matte lipsticks. So this is the matte LA Colors lip gloss. Let's see if it kind of gives you a color. It doesn't look like it has any kind of tells you any kind of a color here. This came in like a set with a bunch. This is almost very close to the same color as the terracotta. So there's that. And I will swatch that next to the terracotta. It's definitely a little bit thicker. You can see it's kind of like soupy a little bit. I'll go ahead and blot it. A lot came off. But when it, it's so similar to that terracotta color, that's why I like it. But it is kind of sometimes a little bit messy. You do have to be careful that you keep in the lines. Let's see. I have so many lipsticks. I love lipsticks. So another color that I go to all the time it's a soft pink. This is also by LA Colors. It's matte lipstick, and LA Colors are really pretty cheap. That's why I like them, and the pigment's really pretty good too, and they last for the most part. They last just as long as an expensive lipstick would. This one is in the color Rouge, and it's like you can see it's so weared down. But it's a nice soft pink if you're doing a really strong eye and you don't want, it's right here, if you don't want anything too crazy, I always go to that one. We'll go ahead and do the blot test. And not a lot came off, which was nice. And it's still pretty pigmented, so I really like that. I'm not sure if you can get LA Colors here in Sweden, or if it's just like in the States. I think it's probably just in the States. Here is an older, I used to wear like a lot of reds. What I've been wearing now is like a lot of nudes or pinks, but I still have like a lot of crazy colors just for those wild days. But this is a Wet n Wild. This is kind of old, but I love it. It's a really nice color. It's in the color Spotlight Red, and as you can see, there's definitely not a lot left because I have used a lot of it. It's definitely bright, but it's so pretty. And Wet n Wild I love. It's another one. It's really nice. Look how bright that is. And I'll go ahead and blot that for you so you can kind of see how it comes off. So it stayed pretty well, which was really nice. So far in my not so good pile, I have this one. Let's see. I'm not gonna do any like lip glosses because like clear lip glosses because I don't think there's really any use to doing them if they're clear. This one is kind of cool actually. It's a scented lip gloss. It's moisturizing and it has real flowers in it. I just think it's really pretty. It's by Blossom, and I'm not 100% sure where I got that from, but it's in this coconut is like the smell, and it smells just like cocoa butter. Like if you were gonna put cocoa butter lotion on, that's what that smells like. Here is another color that is very, very similar that I've used before. This is the L'Oreal in the color Spicy Blush. And this is also a very, it's also matte. It's also a very soft nude color kind of lipstick, which I really like. I'll put it next to these ones. And it's also kind of wet. You can see it. And I'll go ahead and I will blot that. He fell asleep. So a lot came off when I blotted it. Blot it twice. And it kind of got very light, kind of faded out. The Wet n Wilds, you can blot them all freaking day long, and they really hold their pigment, and they really stay in the skin, which is really, really nice. Wet n Wilds are, I mean, I like the colors of a lot of these, like the LA colors and this L'Oreal, but once you blot them, or if you eat, it comes off so quickly. You have to just like reapply. And I like when you have a lipstick where you can kind of go a little bit longer without reapplying. That's my favorite. This one I haven't used yet, but this one is really nice. This is by LA Colors, of course. It's a matte lipstick. I have a lot of the LA Colors. This one is in the color Tender. It's very similar to the other ones that I have that are very kind of nude and kind of like very similar to those. Let's see. Oh, that's really pretty. It's this one. I have not used it yet, but I will soon. I think that one's pretty. Let's go ahead and blot it. That one actually did pretty good. I'm blotting it here, and it's staying on pretty well, which I guess like a lot of times when you have like these liquidy lip glosses type of lipsticks, they are so watery that they come off so easily. So that's why I usually really prefer the stick with solid lipsticks, because you can kind of get like a thicker layer, and they dry pretty quickly, if not instantly, and they stay on a lot longer. So I really do prefer those. This is a lip gloss, but it's a new one that I got recently, and you can either put it on by itself or you can put it over top of lipstick, which I've done both. It's really crazy. It's really cool. It's holographic lip gloss, and it's by the brand Glam of Sweden, which was really, really cheap. I mean, I went to one of the stores here called Echo Holland, and I picked up all different kinds of the Glamour by Sweden makeup, and they were 10 crowns each, which is like, I don't know, like $1 a piece, which is pretty good. So it's like dollar store makeup, and they're really close. I think they're out of Tomalila, which is like really close to where I am. So you can see there, and it has like this smell of like lemon pudding. It's really crazy. So I'll go ahead and put that on my skin, and you can kind of see it's like it really adds a nice, really cool shimmer to anything you might be using. So I'll definitely, what I do is either put it on real quick or put it over top of something. You just have to be careful, because it'll pick up the color of whatever you have underneath. And then if you blot it, yeah, it's like you can't really see it anymore. It's pretty gone. So let's see. Here's another, I'll do these lip glosses real quick. This is another lip gloss that I picked up a couple years back in the States. It's called Lip Booster Plumping Serum. It's in the color Custom Pink Tint, so it does leave a tint on your lips, which I love. There was two different ones. There was the tint or no tint. I got this in Sally's Beauty Supply back when I was in the States, and I paid like, I don't know, like $8 or $9 for it, so it was a little bit more expensive than what I usually spend, but it is my favorite. This, if I don't do the velvety lip, then this is my next one, because it adds a little bit of gloss, a little bit of tint. Actually, I'll put it on my lips now, and I'll show you. So it comes out clear. You don't see anything. It just like gets darker and darker. And I absolutely love it. I'll put a little bit here. I don't know if it'll change colors instantly on my hand, but you can see it's starting to, it's this pinky color here. It's starting to change, turn into like a pink color. And that's what it does on your lips, and it tastes like, it smells like birthday cake, and it tastes like birthday cake, and it's really nice. And it's a lip plumper. And when I go back to the States, I will definitely, if I can find it, be picking up another one of these because it's lasted me a while. And like I said, for $8, I would totally buy this again. I totally recommend this. If you like just a little bit of tint, a little bit of color, you can see, you know, it's adding like just a nice tint to my lips. And like I said, if you don't want a tint, they had just a clear, just with the booster. And it's by Feminine Couture. It was like, I highly recommend this. And this was at Sally's Beauty Supply. This is a new one I picked up. This isn't a lip gloss. This one I picked up here in Sweden at H&M for 60 crowns. 60 Swedish crowns, which is like, I don't know, if you were in a round high, $5.50, $6, something like that. And this is the NYX Powder Puff Lippy. I've only just like tried it like around the house. I haven't actually done much with it. The color was like really crazy. I thought it was so wild, so that's why I wanted to get this one. The color is in Teenage Dream. You can see here. And it has like this cotton ball on top. It's really soft. And I'll go ahead and put some of that on my hand. Kind of hard to get out. But, I mean, look at that. It's so pretty. It's such a pretty pink. And it almost feels like an eyeshadow. It's so soft. And blotting it stayed pretty well. It like left a nice stain. It didn't really come off too much on here. And I'll go ahead and I'll blot that lip gloss too. And it doesn't come off, really. Not much there. Leaves some tint. I really highly recommend this lip gloss if you're in the States. So this is the, yeah, Teenage Dream. I like it. I'm excited to try it. A lot of these crazy colors I'll probably use more so during the summer as it gets a little warmer, because I think that's when the crazy colors are good for. So this is a Matte Me Metallic. This one I also got in H&M in the color Volcanic. And it's called, it has like a thing here, it says Sleek Makeup. I don't know if you can see that. And it's a really crazy, it's just a metallic lip cream. This is another one where you can either wear it by itself, or you can go ahead and put it over top of a color if you want. It's whatever you prefer. And there's that. And I'll go ahead and put some of that on my hand. So it is here. I don't know if you can see it very well. It has like a nice shimmer to it. It's pretty cool. I've used it once or twice. I like it. I think it's nice. And if you were to blot it, it does come off pretty much. So yeah, oh my god, it's like nothing there anymore. So you can maybe let it dry and see if it'll get better, but I don't know. I'm gonna put it over here in the not so sure pile. You know, that pile that I'm not sure that I really care for. So I want to talk about these really quick. One of the best lipsticks that I ever bought, and as you can see, they're like, it looks so like beat up, is the CoverGirl Long Lasting lipstick. And like I said, I'm not into shimmers very much, but this I wore almost every single day to work because I could put it on once, it would still be on. I could take off all my makeup when I got home at night, and I would take a shower and I would try to get this lipstick off. It would still be on in the morning. It was the longest lasting lipstick. And I think I paid, I don't know, like 15 bucks or something. So it was kind of expensive, but it was so worth it. So it comes with two different things. First, it comes with the lipstick, which I had just this nice, like, kind of like purpley color. It was in the shade, yeah, it doesn't say. It just says Made in Ireland. It's like a really nice, pretty purple. And my friend had turned me on to it. And this is just a clear. And what it does is this seals it to your lips. And it really seals it to your lips. like I said, I wore it to work every single day because it was just like something that I knew. See, there it is here. I could apply and I wouldn't have any problems. It wouldn't come off. I'll go ahead and put this over top of it. This is just the clear that I put over top of it. And I will blot it. And I'll probably, and look, I'm blotting it. Nothing's coming off. It's really, really long lasting. It's kind of blotchy because of course it's on my hand and not on my lip. I'm touching it, it's not coming off. I'll probably have that purple dot on my arm, on my hand for 2 or 3 days. I probably won't be able to get it off. But it was, highly recommend Sally's Beauty Supply Lip Booster and the CoverGirl Long Lasting Lipstick when it has the doubles. And they have like a variety of colors. A lot of variety of colors actually. So totally worth it. I'll probably pick up another one if I can get this when I get back to the States. Let's see. Here's another CoverGirl. This is another go-to color that I use. It's not very pigmented, but it's fun. It's in the color Double Dare. And I bought it I think last year because I just wanted like a peachy orange, something very, it's a very summery color. It's really nice. It's, I think, more like a lip gloss than a lipstick. It's right up here. I'll go ahead and blot that for you. So it lightens up pretty well, but I just think it's a really pretty orangey, peachy color for the summer. This is one that I think is kind of odd, and I bought it thinking it was going to be more terracotta, and it was not. It's called Nude Streak. It's by Wet n Wild. It's a velvet matte lip color. Okay, it always falls out. It's so like beige, so when you put it on, it's up here. When you put it on your lips, it almost blends in with the color of my skin, so it almost looks like I'm not wearing any lipstick. Everything just blends in. So it's really cool. It's a little odd, but it's fun because it looks like I'm not wearing any lipstick. So it's also good if you're doing like a really strong eye. So I do. It's a little broken, but I do use that one quite a bit. When you blot it, these Wet n Wilds are fantastic. It's Hit and Move. It's so nice, and it's really soft and velvety. Here is one that I got last year. It was kind of cool. It came with like you put the lipstick on, and then you put like it came with like a little container of like velvet powder. You put that over top of it. But this is Lip Paint Long Lasting Smudge Proof Lip Color in the color Outcast. And this is a pretty color. This is more of a, I think I used it for Christmas because I thought it was just a really pretty color for like Christmas time. And I'll go ahead and put that. It's really vibrant. Holy shit. It's like the most brightest color on my hand. And like I said, it came with like a little tiny cup of like a velvet powder that you put over top of it if you wanted to. And it looked really neat on the lips. So I'll go ahead and blot that. And that, even though a lot came off, it's still pretty pigmented. It's pretty good on my hand. And the more I blot it, the less comes off, and the more stays on my hand. So that one's pretty good. And that is why it just says Lip Paint Long Lasting. It doesn't say who it's by or anything. There's like this really cool skull on it. So I'm not sure. Here is another lip gloss that this is another go-to lip gloss that I use sometimes if I have like a matte lipstick and I just want to put like a little gloss over top of it real quick before I go. This is Sugar and Plum. This is a Sexy Mother Pucker by Soap and Glory, and it's a plumper, so it like burns like crazy when you put it on your lips. But it's just a clear, like, it's nothing really fancy. It's by Sugar. I'm sorry, the color is Sugar, and it really punches your lips. But it's another go-to clear that I like to put on over top just to kind of give them a little something else extra. This is another of the CoverGirl that I have, just like the duo here. This is another duo here. And it doesn't have the freaking color that I can see. I'm not wearing my glasses, so yeah. This one is a lot red, a lot more vibrant. So I'll go ahead and put that over here. And that is this one. It's really bright. And like I said, I have a lot of lipstick. So I'll go ahead and put the clear over top of it. This one kind of got messy. And then I will go ahead and blot it and we'll see what happens. Okay, some of this did come off, but I think what's left, or when you actually put it on the lips, because it's hard when you're doing it on the hand, it'll stay pretty well, I think. I wore this one more so than I wore this one, because it was so bright. So here is two new ones that I recently got. They're both by NYX. I did a video on them. I have just like worn them around the house. I haven't really worn them out. This one I was wearing around the house. This one was like crazy hard to get off, and it was like really wild on my lips. It is the NYX Cosmic Metals Lip Cream in the color Electromagnetic. It's a really cool green, and I think I'm looking for a more of a matte green, where this is more of a shimmery kind of green. But I would like to find, look at that. It's very shimmery, and it almost was like almost has like a hint of like tints of gold when I put it on my lips, from what I remember. But that was kind of cool. I'll go ahead and blot it. It does come off a little bit, but it stays fairly well. Like I said, I had kind of a hard time getting that freaking lipstick off at the end of the night. This is another one. This is the NYX Intense Butter Gloss in the shade Berry Strudel. This is another one I got recently. This one's from H&M also. This one's also from H&M. And I just, it was so pretty. It was a really nice purple. I would like to find a purple like this where it was more in like the stick form rather than the gloss form. So I'll see what I can find. And this has more like a flat applicator, which is kind of neat. And it's like a really crazy purple. And it's very tacky and sticky, so you have to blot it, I think. When you do blot it, a lot of it comes off. Most of it comes off. So I don't know if it's one you want to let dry and then try to blot it, but yeah. No bueno. Put that over there. Pretty color, but it just came off really quickly. This is one of my also all-time favorites. I used to wear this all the time, especially in the summer. It's by Wet n Wild. It's the color Dollhouse Pink. There's like nothing left. If I can find it, I will buy more. It's such a crazy, crazy pink color. But I love it, I love it, I love it. Right here. It's so similar to the puff. The powder puff. But in a stick form. And like I said, I wore this all the time, especially in the summer. One of my favorites. And if you blot it, you know, it does come off on here, but it stays a lot on there. And this is Wet n Wild, and Wet n Wild, fantastic. I really, really recommend Wet n Wild lipsticks. Oh shit. These are falling. And here are some colors that I have not tried yet, but I will soon. We'll get the stick ones out first. So these are the last two stick ones I have, like solid ones. This is a LA Colors in the matte lipstick, and this is in the color Mysterious. It's really pretty, really, really dark, kind of similar to this one, but hopefully maybe this one will stay a little bit better. Go ahead and put that one here. Really nice. That's probably more like a winter color, I think. Go ahead and we'll blot it. not much came off, so that was really a surprise, and it stayed on pretty well. So that one's a good one. That's in LA Colors Mysterious. This is another LA Colors in the color Classy. The stick, really pretty. Oh, it's like a nude. That'd be nice. And then I'll go ahead and I will blot it. Oh, really nothing came off, but it stayed on my skin really well. So that's another good one. Classy by LA Colors. So I have, yeah, we'll do 3 2B ones left. We'll go ahead and do those. So this is L'Oreal in the color Cool Coral. It's the inflatable paints. Really beautiful color, but from what I remember correctly, I don't think it stays on very well. And I love these colors for like the summer. So we'll go ahead and put that one on. It's up here. Really, really nice color. Go ahead and blot it. Okay. A lot came off, but it's actually not too bad. So maybe I just didn't really give it a shot. I will definitely be trying this one out for the summer because it actually stayed on fairly well. And this was the LA Colors inflatable paints in the color Cool Coral. And then we have another inflatable paints by L'Oreal in the color Sultry Sangria. These are smaller one. Let's see. Oh my goodness, that's really dark. It looks like almost black, but it's not. It's really dark. That's the Sultry Sangria. That's like a winter color, I think. Go ahead and blot that. A lot did come off, but it stayed also pretty well. Actually got a little bit more lighter, bearable, I think, once you blotted it. This is another one by the L'Oreal inflatable paints in the color Topless. Or Topeless, I think. Very nice. It's kind of like weird. I don't know. It's another dark one. But we'll see what it looks like when it blots. Hey, hey. A lot came off, but it's not bad. It's a lot, it kind of got really light. Really, really light, so I'll put that over there. So, oh, here's another NYX that I got. This one's recently. This is the Matte Rouge matte lipstick in the color Tea Rose. And this one I actually been using a lot lately. It's a stick form. It's really, really pretty. It goes on really well. It's a really nice color. I really, really like it. Go ahead and blot that. You know, some comes off, but a lot stayed on. Here. So that was the NYX matte, and this one I got at H&M as well. Tea Rose, because H&M does have like a lot of they're not only their own brand. It has a lot of NYX and a lot of other lips, makeups, and a lot of stuff on sale. I can never find anything on sale online. I go into the store and I can find tons of stuff on sale. So I try to do it quickly, especially if I have him or if I have my husband. I try to do it really, really quickly, and I just buy whatever. I don't like really even think. I just kind of like throw it in the basket or in my little pouch, and I buy it and then I get home and I try it because I don't get there very often. So I just kind of just have to do it and live with whatever consequences it brought. So I have a few left. I'll go ahead and bring them out. Okay. So here is another matte LA Colors in the square tube. It doesn't have any, doesn't tell you what color it is, but it's really pretty actually. Kind of like a winey color. Oh, oh wow. That is really, oh, that one's like almost like that sangria. Let's see what happens when I blot it. Okay, a lot came off, but it kind of like stained the skin pretty well. Like with a lot of those reds, they end up just kind of staining the skin, which is what you're going for, then it's okay. This is another L'Oreal Inflatable Matte Gloss in the color, oh my god, Dark Attraction. Sorry, no glasses on. This is a strange applicator. Look at that. So go ahead and, oh, that's a nice nude. Oh, I really like that. I hope that really works. That's this one. I haven't gotten a chance to like really try all of these yet because I have so many. So it's really exciting if I can find a couple that really, oh, a lot came off. But again, yeah, most of it comes off. So bummer. Here's another Inflatable Pro Matte Lip Gloss by L'Oreal in the color for Helveta Kiss. It's a pretty color. More of like a summer or winter color, I think, than a summer color. More of that winey sangria. Ooh, that one kind of went on pretty well. That's that really darker one. So, okay, we'll go ahead and we will blot that and see. Okay, a lot came off, but it stained the skin fairly well, so maybe that'll be okay. Yeah, because it doesn't really much come off after that. So that one's not bad. That was in Kiss by L'Oreal Inflatable Matte Pro Gloss. And then we have the Inflatable Pro Matte Gloss in the color Nude. This is also L'Oreal. Doesn't look nudie, but maybe it's kind of dark for being nude. Waking up a little bit. So go ahead and blot that. A lot came off. It stained the skin, but since it's like a nude color, I don't think it will really stain the skin very long, especially if you eat. A lot of the deeper colors will probably stain a little bit better. This is another one, Inflatable. This is the last one I have in the Inflatable Matte Pro Gloss by L'Oreal in the color Scarlet, and that is really, really, really red. Whoa, red. These are like so high school, my high school colors, my high school days. So, whoa. Wow, that's really bright. That's really pretty though. Go ahead and I will blot that, and most of it came off, but it did, blotting it twice, it did leave a nice stain on the skin. So if you're like really careful when you're applying it, you don't go outside of the line because it's going to stain, then it's okay. This is two, these are three, let me see. Profusion Sparkling Lip Topper and the Passion Topper. I'm not sure where I got these. Haven't really used them much yet. I think they'd be great for Christmas. This is like a brush. It's very, very glittery. And it smells nice. It smells sweet, like candy. And it is this one right here. I'll go ahead and blot it. And 90% of it came off. So here it is there, and there it is there. So it's definitely just like a, kind of just leaves a little bit of shimmering goldy glitter on your lips. So that's kind of cool if you're looking for that. Let's see, this is also Pro Infusion Matte Lip Cream and Matte Passion. It's really, really red. This one doesn't have a brush, it actually has like a spongy thing. Holy scheiße. That is really red. So let's go ahead and blot that. And almost all of it came off, but we'll blot it again. A lot more came off, but it's definitely staining my skin. So that's another one. If you're careful and you can keep inside of the lines, it'll really stain the skin pretty well and probably last. This is the Pro Infusions Matte Lip Liner. I want to say it goes with this. Streaming. Do that. It's pretty. I'm putting it right next to it so you can kind of see. It's right here. I used to just use lip liners because they always seem to stay better than lipstick. And I'll blot that, and yeah, I blot it and barely anything comes off. So sometimes lip liners are like your best bet. Look at my hand. It's so wild. It's so crazy. So yeah, that is all of the lipsticks that I currently have. I liked everything except for these are the ones that I wasn't too sure that I liked because it came off a lot. The Intense Butter Gloss by NYX. The Inflatable Paints L'Oreal in the color Topless. The Mega Last Liquid Matte Lipstick. And this is in the color Hex. And the Matte Me Metallic also came off. And this was in the color Volcanic. Those ones I weren't too sure that I really care for, but the rest I thought were pretty good, especially the Wet n Wild. Those lasted and those stayed on. I'm going to go ahead and blot my whole entire hand and see what happens. I know I have a lipstick problem. Here's some like lip glosses that I have that I didn't show you. This is just like coconut jelly that you can put on your lips. It just smells like coconut and it's just clear. It's almost like a Vaseline. And this is by ACO. It's just a clear lip, like a softening lip gloss or chapstick almost. So I'm going to go ahead and clear side, blot my whole entire hand and see if anything comes off. Okay. Kind of scared. Not a lot came off, so that means a lot's going to stay on my hand when I go to wash it. But it's also good to know that a lot of them do stain and will, you know, last throughout the day. So, I hope you enjoyed this little lip swatch of my lipsticks. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the description below and I will get to them. If you have any suggestions or any colors or any brands that you think I should try, let me know and I will definitely do my best to try those. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I'll show you this little guy. He's so sleepy. So sleepy. Okay. Bye everybody. You know.